Welcome to our His and Hers Tinies.
Hers and his.
Hi, I'm Elisa Boots.
Hi, I'm Recall.
And we're married.
Okay.
We've been living here in our tiny houses for almost 3 years now. We thoroughly enjoy living tiny, love our spot. And our two spots, actually, here on the slopes of Mount Hood in Mount Hood Village. We don't think we'll go back to living any other way. I'm so sorry. Sorry. This is our dog, Suki, by the way. We moved to Washington State in 2015. Within 6 months, the boom hit in Seattle and we could not afford a home. So we lived in an apartment for 7 years. We wanted to live in a more simpler way. We didn't want to carry extra expenses as we got into our retirement years. And the biggest expense is a mortgage. We bought our tinies outright, same builder, both houses, but different styles. We thought we were nuts and everybody else kind of thought we were nuts. But you know, this worked out beautifully for us. Certainly we're now in Oregon and we love living here. Yeah, you can come in my place first. So let's check out my tiny home. All right, welcome to Little Starry Blue. This is my living area. We have a nice couch here, folds out into a double bed in case we need to have a guest. My desk area here, which is a little messy right now, but this is where I kind of do all my desk work. I have a table here that I pull out anytime I just need to, you know, move things around and have more space. This slides. It has all my kind of craft stuff on it so that I could slide it out here and sit at the couch and do all my fun stuff. My little table here also has a bunch of outlets on it. These are my little ladder stairs up to my loft. That loft I use library, all my creative endeavors. And this area here, little landing area when you come in so you can put your coat up, you know, put your shoes aside, things like that. Really, this is a multifunctional area, but it works really well for such a small space. So this is an unusual feature of this tiny house is that it has the open staircase. It's very useful because I can keep our cat box down here and I can pull it out easy to change it. And this is the wheel well, by the way. Normally people do close off these stairs, but I feel like these stairs give a very open feel to this home. This is my kitchen area, working area. This is electric induction stovetop. I asked the builder to take out the traditional stove oven combo that was here so I could put in this convection oven because it uses a lot less heat. So I have all I need. I have storage that pulls out. Nobody likes to go and reach way into their cabinets. Lazy Susan here. Store a lot of my dry goods in there. I have a pull-out trash can because tiny houses are such that if you don't figure out where your trash goes, it can be a real issue. It's a small kitchen, but it's highly functional. And I would say this kitchen probably works better than most other small apartment kitchens that I've lived in. I've lived in a lot. The refrigerator is elevated. And then she built this little cabinet here, and this is where all my pet food is. This is an apartment refrigerator, but since it's higher up, it's so much easier to use because you're not, again, bending over to like get into the refrigerators. We do all of our cooking over here. So that's the kitchen. You want to go into the bathroom? Here's my bathroom. It's really tiny, but highly functional. I have storage over here. I have a combo washer dryer. This shower is what I like to call the old Star Trek beam me up Scotty type of shower. But it works. It's great. It's a great space saver being triangular. A little bit of storage in the corner here for like, you know, hanging up long things. I have a lot of storage in these drawers under my sink. So this is behind my door. I work with essential oils. I was really concerned about where can I store my oils, you know, but when I saw this little door and I'm like, I bet I could put them back there. This is my bedroom loft. What I really liked about this loft when I first saw it was that I could stand up in it versus many other master lofts or primary lofts where you have to literally crawl into it. This is a queen size bed. I have a lot of storage up here. All my clothes storage is up here. I have 6 bins along the bottom here for storage, as well as shelves for clothes. But the best thing about this loft that I really loved was the bed, because the bed is on a hydraulic lift, and I have storage here for a lot of large items that can be folded, and it has really been a lifesaver for me. Then my husband built this catwalk our first weekend in this house so that magic could traverse between lofts. It really has allowed me to feel like I'm living, you know, a full life without compromising on what I want to have in my home. My husband built this deck here, this floor, and then we hired someone to build the porch and the roof. Truly, the outdoor space makes a huge difference in tiny living.
Hi, welcome to my tiny house. Welcome and come on in. This is my tiny house. It's a very eclectic tiny house because I like all kinds of different things. I love rocks and mushrooms. You can see there's mushrooms. We like the Southwest and we like Maui. Lots of the things that are in this house came from Etsy. Door hangers, they came from Bulgaria. I did the backsplash. I had to learn how to do that. And one of the great things about tiny house is you can try it. If it doesn't work, you spent a lot less than you would for a big kitchen. You can tear it out if you don't like it. So we eat our meals together. We sleep together over there. So this is typically my workspace. I sit and work here a lot, especially in winter, because I get the light from the sun outside. This is the office. I have a lot of projects going, so we have a lot of interesting projects going on. A lot of the artwork pictures are from an artist named Lightstar. So I needed more storage. So I was like, if I put the bed on top of the bookcases, then I can get a storage and a bed. So I built everything in here, put the TV up. So in here is the restroom. It's just basically a shower and a toilet, and I needed more storage. So I built this shed, and this box, so it would be the same height, same paint. A lot of times when you live in a big house, you have all the stuff you brought with you. But what we've been doing is we kind of still have all that stuff in storage, but we've been going through and coming in and saying, hey, let's pick up something new. So the benefits of living tiny, especially when you're married or with a significant other, what you want to do sometimes is not spend all your time together. I can decorate the way I want to. She can decorate the way she wants to. When I take a nap, I don't like to be woken up. And then, so it doesn't matter unless it's coffee time. Then we all come over here and get coffee and things like that. It's just nice to have a place where you can just, like if you want to meditate, you don't want to be disturbed, you can get that kind of quiet. We had the option to stay up in Washington. And after her father passed, we could stay with her mother. But we would have to pay, the mortgage and things like that. $2,100 a month for a mortgage. We had moved out of an apartment, which was just about $2,100 by the time you throw in utilities and the parking fees and all of that. Yeah, pet fees. So the basis was $2,100 a month that we were trying to get away from. And so we bought hers for $75. It was used. There's no mortgage on that. And then mine, that one was $110. We bought these right before COVID. So now they price this one at like $175. We also have different styles. So she has a slant roof on
shed
hers,
roof, yeah.
Shed roof, and then I have the split level roof. So really all we pay is our site rent of about $700 a month. So we're saving $600.
Door hangers
that came from Bulgaria. So we're saving like $600 a month.
And I had an electric bill last month. I don't know if I could pay it. It was $19.50. Here in the park, we don't have to pay for water, we don't pay for trash. You can get basic cable here too. We stream. That's the other expense we pay. So we stream, we pay for internet services and streaming. Overall, we're saving a huge amount of money.
Plus we're saving insurance.
Yes.
And that's another big place. We don't have to insure the lots. They do that. So all we have to do is make sure that our policy covers snow or tree or something like that, and then our renter's insurance for the contents. We bundle it all together with our car, and it just saves us a lot of money.
Tiny houses are an option for anybody at any state of life. If you're younger and you're thinking, I don't have the money to down payment for a house or even an apartment, but I have the ability to live on my parents' property, for instance, in a tiny house, I think that's awesome. It's a great opportunity. If you are kind of in a transitional phase in your life, like maybe only you're in a location for a year or so and you don't want to, invest in all that, tinies are the way to go. At our stage of life, we are kind of transitioning into retirement, and for us, that was a viable option. And also to have the two tiny houses versus maybe an 1,100 square foot apartment allows us to have our own space, our own time, We sleep together in my loft, in my house. We cook over in my place. But
We have coffee over here.
But he makes coffee in the morning and he brings it over to me.
Yeah.
And, many times when he's working and he does a lot of remote work, he works out here. We're not in each other's faces all the time. But in an apartment, sometimes you are in each other's faces. I would say the only disadvantage right now in the tiny house movement is that resale values are strange. They are still considered officially RVs. So RVs do not increase their equity over time. Welcome. Thanks for visiting us today.
It's a journey worth making.